Hi, welcome to TI Navigator Teacher Software. In this video, we will cover how to upload students into your Navigator software. There's two ways of doing this. There's the uploading a CSV file, or there's manually uploading. We'll look at both methods today. If you have not opened up your Navigator software, go ahead and do that, and we want to click on the Classes tab, and we're looking for this icon. Once you have this window open, you'll also want to access your CSV file and make sure it's set up properly. If you haven't downloaded your classes from Skyward yet, go ahead and pause the video and do that. Now that you've downloaded your CSV files from Skyward, we need to arrange your columns with the proper naming conventions. So as you can see here, we have class name, first name, last name, username, your password, and your display name. A couple things about this. Your class name needs to be something that you'll understand. In this case, I chose period 1. If I had multiple classes, the next one would be period 2, 3, so on. If you want to label them Geometry, Algebra 1, that's your prerogative. That won't make a difference. What is important is class name is your heading. Well, you want your first name of the students in this list. You want their last names. I made the decision to not use nicknames, so my usernames, I just copied it from the first name column as well as my display name. The password. There's a lot of different thoughts on this. It's entirely up to you. I chose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some people would like to use the student ID numbers. Again, entirely up to you. You must have at least 4 digits in the password for it to work. All right. Now that you've saved this, and my suggestion would be to go ahead and do this with all of your classes and save them in a location that you know where it is so that it's easily accessible, because we'll have to access these. Now that you have your students loaded into your CSV file, we can come back into the Navigator software and add your students as an entire class. We'll come here to this icon, Add Classes, and notice we have Manually or Upload CSV. In this case, we're going to upload our CSV file. We'll click Next. We'll browse to the location that you have saved yours. Go ahead and click Next. Now this is why we've labeled our columns the way they have. We have to have a class name, and my class name matches. You do not need a section number, so you can leave, or a section name, so you can leave that blank. First name. Notice we have the drop-down menu, first name, last name, username is first name. Student ID I left blank. Password is in the password column. Click Next. Your classes and students have successfully been created. Now, a couple things that you need to know. If you have students with duplicate names, regardless of if they are in this class or any other classes, you will have to manually upload them. You cannot have matching names. So, for example, Rachel Green, if I had another Rachel in period 2, I would have to name her Rachel B, as in for her last name, or however you want to label that. Now, to manually load students, notice we have the singles add student now, or we can go back here. But in case I need to add a student, or if I have a student that enrolls later, I can click here. I can type in their first name, type in their last name, their username. I'm going to come over here for the password, and I would put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Their display name would be the same. I'd leave this blank, and then the class period is period 1, and I'd assign them to the class. I can add another student, or I can just finish this. That's how we'll be able to load our classes.